In order to begin to heal, we have to be conscious of understanding and knowing that we need healing. If we understand and know that we need healing, and if we don't give attention to that, we are doing ourselves a disservice. We have to consciously go into the mindset of our trauma and recognize that we need to do better for ourselves and that we need to heal. Otherwise, what we're doing is we're blocking gifts from the universe. We're blocking manifestations and creations that are meant for us because of our trauma and because of our stress. So by not paying attention to your healing, you are causing yourself a great disservice. Many people are in denial. They don't think that they need healing. When 100% of people that are alive right now, one of the main reasons you're here is to grow your soul, learn life lessons, create experience, learn about energy, learn about manifestation, learn about creation. The universe is mental. You create this reality with your mind. Know thyself. The only way you're going to become the God, the master creator, the master manifester, is if you know thyself. These are what the gods have been saying for thousands of years, but there's only so many people who have the ears to hear and to listen to the information. And only when you become the certain caliber of the human evolution, only when you reach the point of wanting to know about your spiritual sector of your reality and of your transformation, only then will you start to become interested in this information. So if you're really turned off and you're like, what is this guy talking about? This information is probably not for you yet. You probably want to listen later on in life. This information will apply to you later when you have your awakening or when you're about to. See, every human has this transformation period in their life, and not every human has it in this lifetime, but most people have a transformation period that happened in their lifetime, and a lot of people have several throughout their lifetime, where they go from being the caterpillar to the butterfly. There comes a time in certain people's lifetimes, and only if they choose to do so, where they become the greatest versions of themselves. They transform. They go from the caterpillar to the butterfly. And they morph or merge from 3D to 5D. 3D consciousness is low vibrational, hurting others, anger, screaming, yelling, fighting, hurting other people. That's 3D. 5D is more living out of the heart space, more living out of love, more living out of compassion, more realizing that when you're wrong, you go back to your heart space. So that's the difference between 5D and 3D, and you're always going in and out of it. It seems like you're always fluctuating, but 5D, the new Earth, is said to be different. The new paradigm in lifestyle is going to be more live from your heart space, live out of pure love vibrational frequency. It's hard, especially when you feel triggered, especially when you deal with trauma, especially when you're not feeling love. It's very hard. That's the obstacle that we need to overcome in our lives. Learn how to love everything. Even the darkest times and the greatest adverse situations and challenges come to you, for you. It doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. So you can realize how to grow and how to expand your consciousness and how to heal trauma. I'm starting to see this now in my late 30s. Now I'm 40 years old. But as of a few years ago, even though sometimes I would get triggered, I would still see that, wow, this is a test. This situation is happening for me because it's trying to make me stronger. And even though I feel uncomfortable and I don't want to face it, the universe is prompting something of me that maybe I'm not ready to accept or come to terms with. This is where the fear comes in. And every time you're able to spot that, every time it happens, every time it comes up, you're going to be able to see. You're going to be able to spot it. Generally, it's times that you don't want to go into where you feel the most stress, where you feel triggered. Remember, triggers are unhealed wounds. So, you know how to heal your wound every time a trigger comes up. Use that moment as a valuable resource, valuable time to overcome and become the Superman in your life. Overcome your triggers. That's real strength. Strength is not getting upset and revolting and showing anger. That's not strength, that's weakness. Strength is not trying to intimidate others because you're angry and because you're upset. That's not strength, that's weakness. A lot of people, when they get angry, they want to show that they're angry. This is a human habit that we all have and all have done because we want to relate to others and others want to relate to us. So we want to understand. We want to project our anger. A lot of times people project their emotions, how they feel onto others, because we want people to be able to relate to us and we want them to understand why we're upset. Really, this is a weakness. It's a bad paradigm that we create in our mindset. Triggers are unhealed wounds. So, if you want to become the Superman of your reality, if you want to become stronger, if you want to become unfuckwithable, try not to get triggered. And when you get triggered, go inside and realize, what is the trigger? Why is this happening? And this is the start and the beginning of your healing. Conscious endeavors.